In this video, we're continuing to look at proof by induction and continuing our other work on series. So let's have a go at this. If you feel like you understood it from the last video, pause the video and try this one on your own. This is the result we saw back in the series chapter. The sum of the first n square numbers is sixth n plus 1, 2n plus 1. We did actually prove this back then with a nice little triangle geometric proof, but it's much easier with induction. So let's check this one out. So the base case, is this true for n equals 1? So when n equals 1, what do we have? Well, the left-hand side is just the first square number, which is 1 squared, which is 1. And the right-hand side, well, we're just subbing 1 into this. So it's a sixth times 1 times 2, and this is 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. And yep, a sixth of 1 times 2 times 3 is 1. So it's true when n equals 1. And now it's the inductive hypothesis. So we're going to assume it's true for n equals k. And now it's time for the inductive step. So this is where we're exploring what is the sum of the first k plus 1 square numbers. And we know the sum of the first k plus 1 square numbers is the same as the sum of the first k square numbers plus the next square number, which is k plus 1 squared. So by the inductive hypothesis, this one here is 1/6 k plus 1, 2k plus 1. And then we've still got the plus k plus 1 squared here. So what can I do here? Well, I can factorize out a k plus 1. And in fact, I could even have a think about where I'm heading here. I'm hoping to show that this is the same as 1/6 k plus 1, that's n, when n is k plus 1. And then I'm going to want k plus 1 plus 1, so k plus 2. And then I'm going to want 2 times k plus 1, so that's 2k plus 2 plus another one, 2k plus 3. So this is what I'm aiming at. So I might as well help myself out by factorizing out 1/6, which I can kind of force out of this bracket, and a k plus 1. So what's left? Well, from this one, it's k and 2k plus 1. And from this one, well, I need a 6, because 6 times a sixth gets me the 1, which I had here. And then it's k plus 1. Right, so expanding everything inside that bracket, a sixth of k plus 1, and inside this big square bracket, I've got 2k squared plus k plus 6k plus 6. So all of which is equal to 1/6 k plus 1, and then 2k squared plus 7k plus 6. And look, that just is this. If you expanded this, you'd get 2k squared, you'd get 4k and 3k, giving you 7k, and then you'd get a plus 6. So we've got it. It is that times k plus 2 times 2k plus 3. And to hammer the point home, we say that is the same as a sixth n plus 1, 2n plus 1, when n equals k plus 1. So it's proved, and we just need to conclude. So it's true for n equals 1, and if it's true for n equals k, then it's true for n equals k plus 1, and therefore it's true for all natural numbers n by induction. So there we go. I don't know if you think that's easy in the proof I showed you before, but I think the point about it is not necessarily that it's super easy, but it's quite systematic and formulaic. You can prove many things this way. It's very powerful. Let's look at a couple more problems. So this is an interesting one. Let's prove that the sum from r equals 1 to n of 1 over 2 to the r is 1 minus 1 to the 2, 1 minus 1 over 2 to the n. What's this saying? This is saying that a half plus a quarter plus an eighth plus a 16th, and so on up to some point, is equal to 1 minus 1 over, and in this case it's 2 to the power 4, so 1 over 16. That's the claim we're making, is that if you add up the first n reciprocals of 1 over 2 to the n, you end up with 1 minus 1 over 2 to the n. So let's check out the base case. So the base case is where n equals 1. So when n equals 1, we have that the left-hand side is simply 1 over 2, and the right-hand side is 1 minus 1 over 2, which is 1 over 2. So it's true when n equals 1. Now it's time for our inductive hypothesis. Now, you don't actually need to write out inductive hypothesis each time. All you need to say is assume true for n equals k, and then you need to write down what that actually means mathematically. It means that the sum from r equals 1 to k, so the sum of the first k terms of 1 over 2 to the r, and we're going to assume that that is 1 minus 1 over 2 to the k. And again, you don't need to write the inductive step. What you do need to say is when n equals k plus 1, what do we have? Well, it's the sum from r equals 1 to k plus 1 of 1 over 2 to the r. And just as in the other cases, we just split this up and say, look, that's the same as the first k terms of the series plus the next term. And the next term is 1 over 2 to the k plus 1. So by our inductive hypothesis, we know that this is 1 minus 1 over 2 to the k, and then plus this next term, which is 1 over 2 to the k plus 1. All right, so how can we combine these? Well, we want a common denominator, and currently this one is twice as big as this. So we can say this is 1 minus, and it's 2 over 2 to the k plus 1 plus 1 over 2 to the k plus 1. Now, what is that? Well, we've got 1 minus 2, so that's minus 1 over 2 to the k plus 1. And that just is 1 minus 1 over 2 to the n when n is k plus 1. So we have proved demonstrated our inductive step to be true. So now we can just conclude. So our two premises that we've proved, it's true for n equals 1, and if it's true for n equals k, then it's true for n equals k plus 1, and therefore it's true for all natural numbers n by induction. And it is tedious always writing that proof. I certainly skip over that when I'm practicing, but in an exam we've got to do it, so I'm going to try to practice what I preach. Okay, let's have a go at an exam problem here. So a series of positive integers, u1, u2, u3, etc. is defined by, well, u1 is 6, and then un plus 1, so each term is just 6 times the previous term minus 5. And we want to prove by induction that un is 5 times 6 to the n minus 1 plus 1. So definitely have a go at this yourself. We'll start with our base case. So when n equals 1, what do we get? Well, when n equals 1, our un, so u1, is, well, by definition it's 6. And then what is it from that formula? Well, u1 is also 5 times 6 to the power of 1 minus 1, 6 to the 0, plus 1. That's 5 times 1 plus 1, which is 6. So it is true for n equals 1. So we've now got our inductive hypothesis. So assume it's true for n equals k, which means that uk is equal to 5 times 6 to the k minus 1 plus 1. So this one is not actually about a series. We're not adding anything up. We're looking at what the nth term is. So there's the inductive hypothesis. Now the inductive step, we're going to explore what uk plus 1 is. Now we're hoping, and you can always write this down to give yourself a target, we're hoping to show that uk plus 1 is equal to 5 times 6, and then we sub in k plus 1 here. So k plus 1 minus 1 is just k plus 1. So that's what we'd like to show. But all we know so far is that uk plus 1 is equal to Well, we can just use this formula here, right? This tells you how to construct the next term from the previous. So we know by definition of the series how it's defined. It's 6 times UK minus 5. Well, UK by inductive assumption is this. So that's 6 times 5 times 6 to the k minus 1 plus 1, and then minus 5. So 6 times the previous term, which is that, minus 5. Okay, so what is that? Well, if I multiply this term by 6, I increase the power here by 1. So that is 5 times 6 to the k. And then it's 6 times 1 is 6, so plus 6 minus 5. And look, we're there because we've got 5 times 6 to the k plus 1. That's what we wanted. And to hammer the point home, this is 5 times 6 to the n minus 1 plus 1 when n equals k plus 1. So we've proved the result. We've proved that if it's true for k, then it's true for k plus 1. And so we just conclude like we always do. If it is true for n equals 1, we've shown that. And we've also shown that if it's true for n equals k, then it's true for n equals k plus 1, which means it's true for all n natural numbers n by induction. Okay, so that concludes our look at series and our sort of introduction to proof by induction. We're going to explore how proof by induction is used in divisibility problems and matrices problems as well. So see you in the next videos for that.